Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to Scalemodeling live stream. But I guess you all know that. But for those who don't, there you go. Hello, welcome. Like my cup? Thanks, Sue. All right. You'll notice I'm wearing a bit of a jumper because it's not that warm in Sydney anymore. We're heading towards winter and it's getting cold. So, all right, let me go see who's in chat. Who have we got in here? Where's Jeff? I can't see Jeff. He come in a little bit late today. There he is. He's down the list a little bit. All right. Jerry Dean Swanson is here from Wisconsin. Morning and welcome. First in. Very good. You win the prize. 2 popcorn for you. 2 popcorn. Richard Thomas is in. Scale Model World. Another one from the UK. What's that? Another one. Wisconsin's not in the UK. Good morning to you. Morning. Good evening to you. This is confusing. Why can't we all be at the same time? Gosh. All right. To boldly go, hello, James. Most of us just came from your premiere. We watched your little unboxing there. Well done. Excellent, mate. In fact, you've been doing a lot lately, haven't you? How's the puppy? I heard it got into the kitchen and did some damage. Hey, puppy love. It's okay. Eventually they grow up and, grow out of their bad habits. You hope so anyway. All right. Make sure you're training it, James. Make sure you start training it early. You know, it's like they get newborns to swim early. You got to be quick because, you know, you want a well-behaved dog. I would love to have a dog. I can't, but anyway. Who we got? Jeff, there he is. Hello, Jeff. We'll put some names up. There we go. There is Jeff. How are you, buddy? Your build's been coming along well too. Been watching that. Very good. Jeff Donahue, Scale Modeling. Get over there. Okay. And there is hello. Go for it. Painting is there. How are you, buddy? Welcome, mate. Just saw your video of your mail you got in the post by Wayne Welly. Good little video. Nice little gift there. Fantastic, mate. And I think you're going to be doing a live stream building it or something, I think, or reviewing it. Anyway, excellent, buddy. Welcome. How are we going? We're going down the list quickly because people start popping in. I had like 10 people waiting before I even started. Gosh. How are we going? Going down. Yes, the unboxing went very well. It did. Tron. There's Tron. Hello, Tron. It's warm and sunny here in Western Pennsylvania this afternoon. That's good. Good on you. Weather's getting better in the States. There's Andy Preston. Hello, buddy. Welcome, mate. We got John Alex, Scale Modeling. Hello, John. Welcome. Welcome. I watch you on Moss's channel in the mornings when I get a chance while I'm driving. Very interesting watching all you lot. Have an interesting chat. What else we got? You want some pop? Hands out for you. That was me. Oh, there we go. Hope you're enjoying your popcorn. Yes, it is, Laura. Good. It's nice, a popcorn. Not that I eat popcorn, but it's good. Next time we'll hand out chocolates or something. How's that? David's in. Hello. G'day, mate. Welcome. Who also was in the live chat for James's stream just a short time ago. How are we, David? Evenings, folks. Yes, saying hello, evening. All the usual suspects are in. Yes, they are. I'm keeping an eye out for any new faces, new names. I like to see new faces. I don't see faces, do I? I see the names coming up. I've got your post. Good. Okay. Saying hello. Good. There's Dominic. How are you, Dominic? Have fun on Aussie Modelers Live. last time I heard you want to come back, I hear. That's rare. Most people don't want to come back. Maybe I'll get you on here. You want to come on my stream one of my mornings? We'll see. Hey, how about that? Can't make too many promises. There's a lot going on over the next few weeks, which we'll talk about. The regular Friday live stream, is going to have to be a bit different. We'll get into that. How are we going? Walk down the list. Just sniffing Superglue Accelerator and thinking maybe I should open a window. Yes. Yeah, maybe, and turn on a fan. Or just stop sniffing it. I know, it smells good, doesn't it? Just be careful. What's the other stuff? Debonder. Don't do that. Don't do debonder. Accelerator, maybe. Don't do debonder. Your nose will fall off. Oh my God, let's talk rock and roll. Okay. Where are we going? We're going down the list. That's probably a good idea. Agree, Jeff. Yeah. It's Jerry Dean Swanson. How are you? Did I say hello? I'm saying hello now. What is all that? I don't understand what that is. But anyway. What's Jeff say? Hi. Yeah, don't sniff glue. Oh, yeah, that's right. Sounds like. Okay. How are we going? Everyone's still saying hello to everybody. Good. I think I've got everybody. Haven't missed out on anybody. Oh, there's Ron. Ron in sunny and warm Winnipeg. Oh, good. It's warming up over there, yes. Did your last patch of snow finally disappear? I think it did, hey. Because I know when you showed that final patch by the shed, that there was predicting more snow. I would say it's all gone now. I want to know how the bird feed is going too. You must be getting some more birds coming out to that now. Anyway, I'm sure we'll see much more. And your pen turned out really nice too. Very good. What else we got? And Ron, for you, I just want to let you know, and everybody else, you mentioned, thank you for the bit of a shout out you did on your video, couple of videos back. And you're right, I am up to the last page of the Yamato up there. Oh, I pointed the right way this time. I've actually just finished the catapults and closed the book. It's all done, except even though the build is finished, I haven't. You can see there's part of it missing up there, which is the main superstructure. Reason being because I have to do all the rigging on that, which I'm really looking forward to as much as you do, Ron. So the rigging needs to be done, and of course I'm going to be weathering that ship as well. So I'll be doing all the panel line washes through it. I'll be doing all the stains and markings and things like that. That will take a long time. That will be a video of its own. And so what I've done is, because you mentioned that, I'll be pretty much closely coming up to the reveal soon, I would be coming up to the reveal soon, except the problem is I'm off to Thailand in 2 weeks. So this time in 2 weeks, I'm flying to Thailand for about 5 weeks, which means I won't be able to finish this before I go. I know I'm quick, but I'm not that quick. I can't just bang it together in the next 2 weeks. So people have to wait. But what I have done is next week's video that comes out, we'll have the catapults being built, and then we're going to go to a preview reveal, which will look at it complete as it is now, before the rigging, before the weathering. So you'll see it with the superstructure on, you'll see it with the aircraft on, you'll see it with the boats on. I've gone right and done a video across looking at it on the bench. I've also placed it, point the right way, that way, where it's going to actually sit under my TV in the lounge area. But that will be in the next video. Unfortunately, you're all going to have to wait until, July, when I come back, where I'll be able to do the rigging and work on the weathering. So, and how long has it taken? The build has taken me 5 months. So I know it's quick. You reckon it's quick? I don't think it's quick. 5 months. I mean, quick compared to Ron, of course, but I don't go into that video in detail you do. So anyway, so there you go, Ron. Check out, I'm sure you'll watch, of course, but that's what's happening next video. Next video of the Amato will be the last video for what will be about 7 weeks. And then I will come back and we'll finish it off. But you'll see a preview reveal of how a lot of people will build this ship without weathering, and I guess some people will build it without the rigging as well. But it looks good, trust me, it's going to look really good. All right, going down, back on the list. Dominic, yes, everybody's saying hello, that's good. I'm going to shoot down the list a bit here and see what everyone's saying hello. What's this one here? I posted a photo on my YouTube community site a few minutes ago. If there's an interest, I will make museum tour videos. Fantastic. That'd be good. That's interesting. Go for it. Yeah, I'll check out that. I will. Go for it. Go for it painting. There you go. Yes, you can do that, Dominic. Yes. If I know in advance, can I consult my wife? Absolutely. Not a problem. And the snow's gone. Okay, Ron. Excellent. All right. I actually saw snow. Not yesterday, the day before, heading out west in Sydney, up into the mountains, a place called the Blue Mountains, and another place called Katoomba. We have some strange names here, but Katoomba. Yeah, there was snow on the roads. It was one place, my first delivery is 2 hours drive from where I leave here, and it was -7 degrees, which is very, very cold for us. I know it's not much for Winnipeg, but very cold. So yes, it was quite cool. And then I went down to Canberra yesterday, which is our nation's capital. I drove down there twice a week, and it was about 0 degrees down there. No snow, but it will get colder. And hopefully that's why I'm off to nice warm Thailand in a couple of weeks. Get away from this coldness that's coming. Yes, it was for you. Yes, that's good. Yeah, all right then. We'll discuss it, Dominic. We will, but we'll see how we go. We've got to talk about the live streams and how things are going to be changing over the next few weeks. Going on, I've always enjoyed the rigging. Yeah, I don't mind the rigging either, but I want to do a special job, and we'll talk about that shortly as soon as I catch up on chat, which I almost have. I don't think I've missed out on anyone. I will, Ron. I will enjoy my trip. Believe me, just like your neighbours went south for the winter, I'm going north for the winter. Yeah, yes. As far as I know, yesterday was about 38 degrees Celsius in Thailand, and at night time it gets down to about 32. It can get close to 40. It can feel like 45. I love that. That's going to be great, especially if you're on a beach in your hammock. Boy, you might see some interesting live streams from Thailand. I'll try and keep them a bit model related. We'll throw a few things in there. There's MP. Oh, sorry, MP Model Plastic. How are you, buddy? Welcome. Welcome. How are we going? We caught up here. I recommend some rigging material that's non-slip so the dust doesn't stick to it. Okay, let's talk about that. Let's talk about rigging. All right, so, and here we go. So I have Easy Line. There it is. This is fine, Easy Line, 100 feet. Ron uses this. A lot of modelers use this. Great stuff. Okay, this stuff stretches way heaps, and it's easy to attach. It's really good. This is what I've been using on my 1700, 1350 scales, all the riggings. great stuff. That cotton there, cotton's no good because it frays. Some people coat it in glue, and maybe that would stop that happening, but it's also not flexible, so you've got to be good at your knot tying and your slip knots to get things tight. And also over time, it might stretch or loosen, whereas this stuff, it will stay pretty much taut as you want. And this is fine. You can probably just see that. You can see how fine it is. Now, for the Yamato, this stuff's too fine, I believe. I needed something thicker, just because of the scale difference. So I ordered Easy Line Heavy. There it is. Same length, same stuff. You can see it there. Look, it's twice as thick. Although I think it's about 3 times as thick. I don't know. I don't have one of those calipers, so I can't go out and measure it. I know Ron did on one of his videos, measured it once. But this is a lot thicker, and it looks much better. I've rigged up the crane on the back of the Yamato, which you can't see, but it is on there fitted. You can point to it there. Look at this. There it is. And it looks really good. And this is the line I will use in the majority of the rigging on the superstructure. There doesn't mean I won't use any of the finer stuff. There may be spots to put in some finer line just to give that difference. Might look some thicker cables across the top, some finer ones going up and down. But at least I have that choice now. It's just all done with the thin stuff. You won't be able to see it, or you could, but not as well as this. So there you go. And I'll thank everybody who in the comments suggested all the other ideas, fishing line and other stuff, but I like this stuff. And I know you're down there saying hello, good morning, Bilge. I know it's flat, I know, but as we say, at arm's length, you'd never know, you know. So I think I just wouldn't be able to get that tight, and especially with there is so many parts of the superstructure that are really like the mast and that. You don't want to be bending any parts. You want to keep things straight, and Easy Line lets you do that. So I find it rigging. So having the thicker, heavy Easy Line on this scale, I think that's going to look much, much better. And Bill Dratt, by the way, check out his video of his unboxing and review of his new house. Fantastic. Got delivered the other day, arrived. It just needs to be placed in position on the land. And yeah, congratulations, mate. That looks fantastic. I'm glad you did the little video of the review of your tiny home. Excellent. Jason, hello, buddy. Welcome, mate. Welcome. Nice of you to pop in this evening. We got a few popping in. I might whip over and have a look. We got like 18 people watching, 14 thumbs up. That's what I like to see. All right, so that's it. I highly recommend Easy Line. You know, there are others. If you've got a bit more experience to want to try doing some other rigging materials, go for it. All right, Skullfish is in. G'day, mate. Welcome. Welcome. Dave Robinson's in. Hello. Got plenty of rigging to look forward to on the HMS Victory. Yes, cotton is furry. Yes, polyester stuff is okay though. Yeah, that's right. And also on this ship here, I also used some embroidery thread to do the ropes on the reels on deck. If you watched my videos, you'd have seen that. That I haven't gone into it, but embroidery thread may be another good option because they have some really nice. It's round, it's not flat, but I don't think it stretches. It's the stretch feature of Easy Line that just makes it so much better to get the neat job done. So yeah, all good. All right, what do we got? Catching up chat, we're going down. We're not using human air, Pete. No, look, I don't have enough. Could you imagine trying to glue to get enough length? Oh, fantastic. Oh, and talking about hair, you got to check this out if you haven't already. Let me just show you a photo. I was going to try and bring it up on here, but it wouldn't let me. All right, maybe we can do this. Hang on a second. I got to. All right, I'm going to turn the camera around and we're going to look at my screen and have a look at somebody we all know who's suddenly grown hair and a new hat and lots of things. All right, you ready? Here we go. Let's check him out. There we go. Look at that. Who's that? Huh? Look at Jess down in the front. Doesn't that look excellent? Mr. Surfacer King. Hey? Fantastic. How was that, eh? I saw that come up this morning and I go, wow, that looks so cool. Oh, excellent. Yeah, you can, but cotton's too thin as well, isn't it? Maybe you can get thicker cotton. I don't know. I don't sew. I build models. I don't knit. So yeah, that's the solution for that. What else is on my list? Yeah, so isn't that a great picture? That looks fantastic. You can go on to let me just where are we? Go to Ice Queen Scale Models on her Facebook page and have a look at that. It was posted a couple of days ago by Alan, and it looks just incredible. And yeah, he really does look the part, eh? Like he really does look the part, you know. It's great. All right. What else have I been going to show you guys? I'm going to show you a few things on Outlaw Paints. We all know that name. I just want to quickly mention I did an exclusive world first, I think. Yeah, I think it might be a world first interview with the legendary Jason from Outlaw Paints. How's that? So that interview will be, it's uploaded and it will go out on YouTube next. I need to check this. Let me just quickly check. All right, so it will go out the 18th of May. 11 p.m. at night here, I've made it, because that works out to be about early afternoon in the UK, I think, about 2 p.m. or something in the UK, and a good time in the US as well. Because I thought if I put it out later than my stream now, and we don't want to interfere with Tuesday's live stream, it would be all too late. All you in the UK will be asleep. Anyway, I've done a great interview with Jason of Outlaw Paints, and we talked about where the company came from, availability, products, what products there are, the latest new releases of products, where you have to go if you want to buy this stuff in the UK, America, Canada, and heading up soon South Africa. And it's a good interview. You'll get a lot of information out of it. So keep an eye on that when you get notifications when that comes out. All right. What else we got? Tron has saying the used polyester UV resistant thread for sewing flags. For our school's cross-country course. Okay. And it goes fuzzy at ends too. Yeah. What I've noticed too with Easy Line, it breaks. Now, I don't know why, but a lot of my models, which I've given to Paul Price, who's not in chat. Paul slept in by the looks of things. I'm sure he'll be in. And 3 p.m., 2 p.m. UK. Yeah, okay, so that's good. What was I saying? Yes, the Easy Line. It breaks. It was coming apart, and I think I don't keep any of my models don't get any direct sunlight. I think it's the dust. They do gather dust which is a problem, you really need to put your models in a case if you can, or in a cabinet or something to keep the dust away. But I noticed that a lot of my models, that easy line would just break. Yeah, it's a shame. I don't know if keeping the dust off will help that. I haven't got a model that's been undercover. Actually, I think one of my, like the small Bismarck, the 1/700 scale, and that's been sitting under a cover for quite a while, that easy line looks better. So hopefully the dust doesn't affect it too much, but yeah, that's what I did notice. Outlaw paints, we'll get onto that in a sec. First, I want to show you my latest build. I'm going to show you a photo on my phone here. So check that out. Isn't that a nice looking bike there, eh? Nice, eh? Let me show you another picture. There's another picture there. All right. I showed this picture to a guy while I was doing my deliveries to go, oh yeah, nice bike. And he didn't realize it was just a model. I said, mate, the thing's only about 4 inches long, 5 inches long. It's a model. So that is my Ninja build. And there it is, complete. Look at that, my first motorbike. Look at the paint job on that. Oh, do I need to say where that paint came from? Look at that. So there it is. Yeah, the wheel steering works. The wheels turn. Okay. The fairings are screwed on, not glued, so I can take them off and you can see the more detail of the engine. But that's my Tamiya Ninja. All right. And there you go. So what I'm going to do is, because I'm now hooked on bikes, so I have bought a few more bike kits, as some of you will know. And one of those bike kits is this one. Okay, so this is, I actually bought, when I bought the Easy Line, hey, I was on a hobby website. I had to buy another kit, didn't I? So I bought this. I'm sure everybody's familiar. This is a very popular kit, the Tamiya Honda Monkey 125, 112 scale. Now, there's a couple of reasons why I bought this. And the reason is because over in Thailand, these are really, really popular. And by the way, I did a quick review and unboxing of this. It'll come out next week, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure. You'll see. So I'll probably lose a lot of ship subscribers because, yeah, things are going to slow down on the shipbuilding side for a bit. Anyway, hopefully not. So yeah, these are very popular in Thailand. There is a Facebook group. Okay, they're called the Honda Monkey 125 Club Thailand. I don't know how many thousands of people there are part of that, but they ride, customize, and build the real bikes. Okay, and they look incredible. In fact, my good mate over there, where I'll be visiting, he customizes bikes and does them up, and he actually invited me onto their Facebook group. And they don't know it yet, but they get a mention in this unboxing and review video, and I'll post it on there, and I'm sure they'll be glad to see, because the idea for this is, even though there's 2 paint options for this, which is what it originally probably had, I'm going to do a custom paint job. I'm going to try and really hot this thing up. I'll do all the chrome exhaust. I'll do all the burn colors, the heat marks on the exhaust. I'll do some customizing around the engine. We might put a fancy filter on there, just bits and pieces. But their Facebook page is just brimming with ideas of what I can do with that build. And as for the color, good old Outlaw Paints has come through with some Midnight Mist Pearl. So there's a really nice Midnight Mist Pearl there. And then we've got a dark blue pearl. Nice dark blue pearl. These are probably the colors I'm going to use. We've also got chrome, because we're going to need the chrome. And we've got gloss black, which goes under the chrome. So, yeah, that'll help with the colors at this stage. Idea might change. We'll see what happens. All right. And yes, let me see. For Plastic Monkey, Laura says, yes, I think he's actually built that bike. He's not on tonight. Where are you guys? Where is Sue and Paul? Having an early night by the looks of things. Look at that shine. That's right. Hey, you know, I'm not even going to say anything about Outlaw Paints and the usual talk about that. I just tell you people, when you get the chance, buy it, try it. Enough said. I know Moss over there is waiting on his delivery. It's on its way by, I don't know, going by plane or sea mail. I don't know, but within the next few days, I think Jason told me he should be collecting a delivery of his paint, and I'm sure he's going to be very impressed. So it's fantastic. What else have I got to show? Yeah, so it's a nice bike. Hey, looks good. Hey, looks a lot like my bike, but it's not. Mine's only the 250. But look at the shine on that. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, I love this. I love this bike. It's just come up really, really nice. So I can only show pictures on the phone, but you know, yeah. Anyway, all good. What else? What else do I have to show off? Oh, somebody in chat, and let me go down and have a look. The Bilbo's bike. Yeah, there's two. Bilbo's bike. Pimp my monkey. There you go. All right. Sue's. Oh, come on, James. Be careful. Careful. She might watch the replay. Sue's making a monkey. Oh, geez. Come on now. Let's not start chat like it gets in Ice Queens. Chat. We're a bit more. Well, we could go that way, couldn't we? There's Steve. Hello, Steve, the model shed. Welcome, buddy. Enjoying your build as always. Your work. Fantastic, mate. Fantastic. Okay. I've caught up in chat. There was something else. Oh, I wanted to, few people have comments in my videos I wanted to mention if they happen to watch here. People were asking me what I use to clean out my airbrush. Airbrush clean. I'm just going to have a quick sip of my Ice Queen. There it is. Ice Queen's coffee mug. All right. It's getting cold. It's 5:30 in the morning. It's still dark out. I don't know what the weather's going to be. I haven't looked. Certainly not going to be warm, as you can see. In here, it's 19 degrees Celsius, so that's bearable. I haven't got socks on yet, so it's not that cold. When the socks go on, it's cold. Not that you know I've got socks on or not. I'm talking about feet. I don't know if I should mention this. I certainly won't show you. My big toenail fell off last night. Can you imagine that? I'm sitting here and I just went to pull my sock up a little bit, around the ankles, and I felt something. I go, what the hell? Pulled the sock off. My big toenail was just hanging off. And I thought, oh my God. So I went and got the clippers, got the nippers over there, and off it came, the whole toenail in one big piece. Oh, isn't that gross? I was hoping it would last until I got to Thailand. See, I have a problem with this. I don't know what they call it, but the toenail goes black. All right, I'm sorry about this, probably turning people off badly. And gradually, as the toenail grows, it fell off. It falls off. It's no pain or anything. Not painful at all. It's just a pain. So yeah, and it doesn't look good. Well, last time I was in Thailand, I got a pedicure, all right, and the pedicure, she came along and she cut the nail off for me, cleaned it all up, did all the rest of my toenails as well. Great stuff. If you ever want to get a pedicure, go for it. I don't know what it costs in your country, but in Thailand it cost me, let's see, 200 baht, less than 200 baht. It was about $4 for a pedicure. All right, pedicure, that's it. That's not the hands, is it? Pedicure. What do they call it when they do your hands? Manicure. Yeah, I don't need a manicure. All right, my modeling fingers are fine. I don't bite my nails. Anyway, yeah. So I was going to, hopefully it would last and go back and get the pedicure done again, but it didn't happen. So it's off. But the other toenail, see, my both big toenails have the same problem. You'll know when you get to my age, I guess. I hope it's just all it is. Yeah, it's normal. Things start falling off. Yeah. So the other nail, it's not going to come off before I go to Thailand. So I'm definitely still going to go over there, get the pedicure and get them, cut the nail off for me, completely off. Yeah. Sounds bad, doesn't it? I know. Laura's thrown up already. Yes. You use IPA to clean my airbrush. That's good. Yep. I'll show you what I use. I use that. There it is. Acrylic thinner in 4 litres. I bought this a year ago. It's still this full. All right. I use that. Obviously, I put it into a smaller little bottle. And that's what I use to clean out my airbrush. You just, when you're finished, just put it into the cup, slosh it around, get a paper towel. I use cheesecloth, we call it. Tip out the excess, clean the thing up, and then squirt what's in the bottom through. And then I take my needle out and I wipe it as well. So I run a drop across the needle, and then I get a paper towel, do that. Maybe I should do it on here one day. And that gets it all off instantly, and it doesn't matter what sort of paint it is, although I'm using acrylic lacquer paints anyway, so I don't know how that would work if you used lacquer paints or any other type, but it works for me. It's called leprosy. Oh, is it? No, if my whole toe fell off, then I'd be calling it leprosy, and that'd be a problem. Very good. Here we go. Have you been tested for diabetes? No, I haven't. I don't think so. Really? No, that would be more serious, wouldn't it? No, I did get a biopsy done about a year ago, and it came up with no result. There was nothing. So, yeah, it was fine. It's not diabetes. I don't have any medical problems ever at all. Luckily, touch wood. There's no wood here. Yes, there is. There we go. Use IPA. Oh, is it? Okay. What about the thinners? Yeah? No. I use tea tree oil. Tea tree oil is all right. You wouldn't be able to clean your airbrush with that, though. David says, I drink both, Laura. Oh, gosh. That's not nice. I just drink IPA. All right. I don't drink. There you go. Aren't I good? Except for coffee and Coke. That's probably worse than anything, eh? Maybe I should take up drinking. What do you reckon? Let's have a poll. All right. If I would take up drinking, what should I drink? Like spirits, beer, IPA? I don't know. Hello, Kiwi Scalemodeling's here. Kelvin from New Zealand. Hey, buddy. Welcome, mate. New Zealand's woken up. You're up early too, aren't you? Welcome. Now, there was something else I wanted to talk about. Have you all heard of, and I will try and pronounce this correctly, the Shizuoka Hobby Show? Have you heard of Shizuoka? Okay, so just this week, this hobby show in Japan is absolutely massive. I don't know if it's the biggest in Japan, but there's a lot out there. I won't mention the videos, but I will mention Andy's Hobby Headquarters. He's done a video of day one at this stage, I think, of the Shizuoka, I think that's how you pronounce it, Shizuoka Hobby Show, going through and having a look. But there's also a lot of videos, Japanese-made videos, that you can always whack the subtitles up if you want to. But to go along and check out beer, okay. Morning there, Paul's up. Good morning. Morning. Have a good sleep in, did you? Hey? It's 5:45 nearly. Hey? Lazy bum. That's all right. So, yeah, check it out. You will see there all the latest releases on display. Tamiya's got a huge presence there. Hasegawa's got everything there. All the 2023 models are all built on display. Even life-size rally cars are sitting there in the auditorium on some of the rally cars that they build. Tamiya is also big on remote control cars as well, RC cars and racing. If you remember when I was over there at the Tamiya store, they had the RC indoor racetrack, which is very popular. I'll be going back there, and hopefully there'll be something going on there, and I'll videotape that again. We'll do a bit of an update in Bangkok of the stores I went to last year and see if anything's changed. But yeah, so check them out. Just check out the Shizuoka Hobby Show and check out some of the videos around. Just amazing. Just even some of that Gundam stuff and sci-fi stuff is just the detail work and the colors, so brilliant colors. Some of the yellows and the bright blues and golds and just stunning stuff. But anyway, yeah, check it out. It's really, really good. Sapphire and tonic for me, says Jerry. Okay. The beer's okay. I don't drink, right? Only because most of my working life was in the security industry where I couldn't drink. I mean, yeah, you couldn't have alcohol in your system while you're on the next day working. Plus I did a lot of night shifts and on-call stuff. Some stages I was available, like for about 4 years there, I was available 24/7. I could get a call and off I'd go, whatever. So I didn't drink. But when I'm on holidays, yeah, I will have one or two drinks. And my preference is bourbon. I like bourbon if I had to make a choice. Some of the Chang beer in Thailand is really nice, so I don't mind doing that. But it's not something that I deliberately go out and have a drink. I'll only do it if I just happen to be in a place, meeting up with somebody and there's alcohol there, just to be sociable. I won't drink otherwise. Red wine is good for the ticker. My dad makes his own red wine and he's just turned 90. Wow, very good. Now, I've not been a wine drinker. I mean, I got nothing against it. It tastes okay, but yeah, it's not something I ever grew up around, alcohol and drinking at all. Pot screamer. No. Those days are long gone. Even though I can't even say the word on YouTube because they might remove the video, but that green stuff that people smoke, over in Thailand it's now been legalized. You can go to shops, and there are lots of shops now where you can just walk in there and buy all this, African spice and all the other fancy names they have for it. And you can buy it in drinks and food and cakes and cookies and whatever. Again, not something I'm grown out. I've grown out of all that now, so it doesn't interest me. I like to keep my senses 100%. I don't like to be dulled down and, So yeah, that's that. But yeah, check out that model show. There's some really good stuff. Jerry is saying, and the wonderful food. Oh, well, what else can you say? The food in Thailand is the best in the world. Really is, my opinion anyway. I mean, you just can't beat it. The freshness and that. Depending on the food, of course. They do eat some weird stuff too. But Dominic's into the whiskey. That's good. Legal in Illinois. Is that right? Always a good road trip. Smiles. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. The problem with it is that that stuff stays in your system longer than alcohol, as far as I'm aware. So if you were to get pulled over by a random breath test, which now include drug tests, a day or two after you had some, say goodbye to your license and possibly your job and everything else. Yeah. Anyway, he wasn't talking about, oh, okay, well, I don't know. Anyway, like I say, get over to Bildrats. He just put that video up about 7 hours ago of his little tiny house. Excellent. So yeah, that's all I was going to mention. I think we've got King Nigel. We mentioned King Nigel. The Shizuoka Hobby Show in Japan is good. The Outlaw Paints interview coming up next week. Oh, we got to talk a bit about the channel and what's happening, so people know. Let me just check. Oh, good. Look at that. 21 watching and 21 thumbs up. Excellent. Thank you for everybody. All right. So next Friday, there'll be just a normal stream like we're having now, I hope. I'm not 100% sure. We'll see what happens. I've got visitors coming, so maybe a bit awkward, me getting up at 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning to do this, because this is a small place and I wake people up. There's a slight chance that we'll see what happens. You'll get the notifications. The following Friday, which will be the 26th of May, is a couple of things. There will be a live stream, normal time. It won't go long because it's the same morning that I fly out of Sydney and head to Thailand. So 5 a.m. is the live stream, but my flight leaves the airport at 10 a.m. So we can do an hour at the most, very most, and then I have to get ready to shoot off and head to the airport. It's also my birthday on that day, the 26th, where I'm going to be 35. I wish. So there's also another person's birthday on the same day, which sort of won't work out. So Paul from Plastic Monkey also has his birthday on the 26th of May, but I have my birthday first because we're a day ahead. So it'll still be Thursday evening. So yes, we'll see what happens. Oh yes, I could possibly do that. Yes, we could do a live stream on the mobile phone. We could do the whole. How about this? I could go from here with my bags. My father will be here. He's taken me to the airport, so he's coming down from Queensland to babysit my apartment here for a little while. He's actually coming down this weekend, and so we'll do a live stream heading to the airport, checking in, going through security, going into the terminal, and then we'll do the whole thing till I get on the flight and have to turn off my phone. How about that? No, I can't do that. Now, while I'm over in Thailand, I can't do these live streams at this time because Thailand is 3 hours behind this time. So that would mean I'd have to get up at 5, 4, 3, 2 a.m. to live stream at my normal time. Not going to happen. No chance. I don't know what time I will do the live stream on Fridays. If it'll be on Friday, I don't want to conflict with other people streaming, like, we got Paul from ISM and anybody else that's doing live streams, so I don't want to cut in on those, but we'll see. There may be times where you might get just a really quick notification and suddenly I'll go live without any warning, but I will do my best to do a bit of a live stream from over there, just to show off where I am a bit. I'm trying to keep it model related as well if I can. I will be in Bangkok for only 2 days when I arrive, and then I'll be heading straight down to one of the islands called Koh Chang, where I'm spending a week with my girlfriend down there. So we're going to be on that island for a week, and then we head back to her village, her town, where I'll be staying the rest of the time, which will be about 4 weeks more. I will be coming back to Bangkok probably 3 days before I fly out. That will give me time to get back to the Tamiya store and the other model shop and anything else I can research and find out in the way of model related stuff that I could video, and maybe get a live stream happen. We'll definitely get a live stream happen before I come back. I actually come back in July. So, yeah, I could do a beach walkabout. That's true, but it's how do I sort of tie that in with model building? Maybe I'll just put like a bit of a plastic sprue in my pocket or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. One good thing is that I get my airfare is on Thai Airways. It's a direct flight over there. It includes 30 kilos luggage. I'm not taking 30 kilos of luggage. All I take is a carry-on bag. That's all I need. When I get over there, I'll go to the markets. I'll buy up any clothes I want. So it's just basically camera gear, my laptop, stuff like that. But on the return trip, hey, there's nothing to stop me from buying a nice big bag and filling it up with Tamiya kits from the Tamiya store. Hey, or some other kits. I did see some really ancient old models that I want to go back to and look at. The I can't remember the name of the store, Uncle Yu's model store that I did the tour of. Yeah, so I do want to go back and see him and his place where they have their workshop for the public to come in and work on their models. So we'll do that. Sandcastle making kits. Oh, I could build a sandcastle. There's a good one. Yeah, there we go. I'll do a live stream. Okay, there's a place where I'm staying. It's called Lonely Beach. It's on Koh Chang. It's a beautiful island. It's not one of those big Koh Samui, Koh Phangan islands where full of tourists. Koh Chang is a backpacker, quiet little island and with a lot of locals. But I could just do that. Yeah, we could go down the beach and build a sandcastle. There we go. Models. That's a model, isn't it? It's a model of a castle. I can't build sandcastles. It's not going to be a very good one. Maybe my girlfriend can do it. Oh, good on you, mate. Say good night. Everybody say good night to Jason's daughter. She's going to bed. How's the time over there now in the UK? Are we getting a bit late? Oh, it's only 6 a.m. here. I've only been going for an hour. That's okay. It's going a bit slower right now. Another sip of this. I've had 3 sips in one stream. I usually completely forget about my coffee. I have to go and put it in the microwave to zap it after the stream. So, yeah, I'm open to ideas. I don't mind doing a live stream, sandcastle making stream. We'll see. We could do a food thing. No, probably not. It's 9 p.m. Is it, Andy? Thanks, mate. Okay, yeah, good. It's not too late. I will have to work out the times though to do this live streams. Well, it's only Fridays. I mean, Obviously, Friday on the 26th, I'll have time in the morning before I head off and jump on the plane. The following Friday, I will be on the island. So, yeah, who knows? Yeah, it might be. The time zone really messes me up. Well, I mean, you guys could help me out here, all right? So say it was midday, all right? Or is that hard? Let's make it 1 p.m. If it was 1 p.m. where I am, what time is it in the UK? I should be asking Google. 1 p.m. in Thailand. Let me have a look. Let's ask, all right? 1 p.m. in Thailand, what time is it in the UK?
7 a.m. Friday in the United Kingdom.
So it would be 7 a.m. Okay, so midday would be 6 a.m. No. All right, so 2 p.m. would be 8 a.m. Is that too early? Can you guys get up at 8 a.m. for a live stream? Eh? And then what day would that be? And is anybody else doing a live stream at that time? I don't think so. In the mornings. I don't know. There's an option. So 2 p.m. live stream. We'll work it out. Scott's here. Hello. Greetings from New Hampshire. Hello. I'm late to the party, but wanted to stop in and give a thumbs up. Thanks, mate. We'll catch up on what I missed after this one's over. Thank you, mate. New Hampshire, beautiful part of the US up there. Very nice. Tron is saying maybe something with Scratch building a wooden boat from local species. Yeah, sure. No problem. Oh my God. That's getting a bit, yeah, I don't know. Maybe, Thailand's well known for its, hotted up cars and things like that, but it's not models. It's not model related. I don't know. Don't know how big model making is over in Thailand. Wicker World. Yeah, I have to change the title of my video. Look, I'll tell you something else too, and I'll give you all a heads up on this. As most of you know, I do plan on moving to Thailand permanently. Okay, my original plan was to do that at the end of this year, to move over there. But I've changed a little bit of my mind on that, and I have yet to tell my girlfriend this. But that's okay, because she's been waiting 9 years for me to move over there. So another year won't hurt. So the good thing is, if I work another 12 months, that's another 12 months of saving. Okay, and I'm pretty good at saving money when I'm not buying models. So I am taking, I have a Thai bank account, the Bangkok Bank. I have money over there in that, and I have enough money over there to live reasonably comfortable for a few years, no problem. But what I recently found out was that I contacted my superannuation fund, which I've not really paid much attention to. And here in Australia, your employer, it's compulsory for them to contribute into your superannuation. And I did myself for many years contribute into it. So I rang them the other day and I found out that during COVID, we'll go back 2 years when I was not working, I accessed, the government here, the Australian government allowed us to access our superannuation. They let us take up to $10,000 out, which I jumped at and I took. Then about a month later, when things got worse with COVID, they let us take another 10, which I did. I took it. I wasn't unemployed for not that I didn't want to be, not that I didn't want to be. I wanted to be unemployed. It was okay, but it was nice to have that cash available backup. So what I did with that money was I put it away and I put it into open up a Thai bank account and I put it in overseas fund. I still have that plus more. So that's all been saved up. And I thought, well, that did take a chunk out of my superannuation. But it turns out it didn't. It did, but I had more than I thought I had. So I won't go into numbers, but I have quite a nice, healthy superannuation fund, which, as I said, my birthday is coming up on Friday, the 26th, and I turn, to be honest now, I turn 56. Believe it? 56? Look at me. Hey, I'm not 56. Anyway, now that means that if I wait 12 months and have another 12 months of contributions going into my super fund, plus my own savings, that will be a significant boost to that money. And it'll only be 3 years then that I need to save up and enough money to live for in Thailand before I can access that superannuation. So when you turn 60, providing you've permanently retired and not working, you can access your full superannuation. Okay, so when that happens, oh mate, I'll be living like a king over there, like King Nigel. So the plan is to wait until the end of the financial year, which will be July next year, and then I'll be in a financial position where off I go, things are good, and I'll move over there permanently, enjoying the good life. That's the way it is. If it's 8 a.m. in the UK, it's 3 a.m. on the east coast of the US. See, that messes up for the US viewers. Yeah. Oh gosh, I might have to get up at 2 a.m. in the morning to do the live stream. Do you want me to do that? You know, I mean, I could. Girlfriend won't be too happy, but I could. Yeah. Maybe we can do it at 3 a.m. It's not so bad here, and manage to do the live stream. Oh, I don't know. We'll work it out. No, she's not watching this live stream. That's okay. You know. And even if she was, she doesn't speak English. How's that? Can you imagine that? And people don't understand that. Hey, she doesn't speak, well, very little English, and I don't speak Thai, even less Thai, and yet we get along like this. It's incredible, isn't it? It's just like telepathy, mind reading. Yeah, it was fantastic. And I can tell you this, that was even more unusual. When I was over there in August, September last year, I went to Cambodia for 2 weeks. We both went to Cambodia, and it was her first time she'd ever been out of Thailand. And we were both in a country where neither of us spoke the language. She didn't speak Cambodian. I definitely knew nothing in Cambodian. And yet, when people saw her with me, they just assumed she was Cambodian. So people would come up to her and start talking to her, and she's like, I don't understand. But then she can't even say that in English. So I think more Cambodians speak English than they do Thai. So there was complete communication blackout over there. And yet we still managed to get from the airport to the hotel, check in, go out, eat in local restaurants and walk around and visit all the shops and buy stuff and travel around in tuk-tuks and have a great time, even though language is not a thing. You know, we could always go with Google Translate and just talk to each other back and forth, but yeah, that's not fun, is it? When I go over there permanently, I'd like to learn Thai. Yeah, I just know some basic words, really basic, but you can't really learn a language unless you're living around it. So. And it's also a lot harder to learn things when you get older, I found. I'm as old as you then, yes. See, you look a bit like me. Look at the resemblance. Look at that. Look at that. Don't you reckon? Hey, Andy. Look at that. We're almost twins. What do you reckon? Now, I think I look a bit older than you. Oh, gosh. Don't get up, just stay up. Well, then I'd have to really take up more serious drinking, wouldn't I, to stay up? Okay? Seriously, right now, look, here we go. Let's do this live right now. Let's ask, What's the temperature in Thailand right now?
In Bangkok, Thailand, it's currently 29 degrees.
So there you
The
go.
current humidity, it feels like it's 35.
It feels like it's 35 degrees Celsius right now in Thailand. And right now in Thailand, it is 3 o'clock in the morning. How about that? And it feels like 35. Oh boy, turn on the aircon, eh? Wow. Someone mentioned in my one of my comments of my videos saying that in Thailand it'd probably be difficult to build models and keep them in good condition because of the high heat and humidity. They just don't experience winter at all. But I think most people houses are permanently aircon. The electricity over there is really cheap. Like I pay here, $350. It's very cheap. I mean, I'm just one person in an apartment here, but $350 for 3 months. That's a quarter for my electricity here. It's gone up a lot since everything went up, but yeah, $350. It could be closer to $400. But if you compare that to Thailand, you're living in a 2-bedroom townhouse and you're running that air conditioning all night and during the day, your bill would be less than that. I don't have aircon here. I don't use aircon here. So I don't even turn on a heater unless I see ice starting to form. I'm really tight on electricity. But yeah, but there you go. It's 3 o'clock in the morning and it's over in Thailand now, and it feels like it's 29 degrees and feels like 30, 35, 36. So what's it going to get up to today? Let's have a look. It's going to get up to, let's have a look. It's also wet season too, so they do have quite heavy rain showers and storms, but they don't last all day. It just buckets down for about an hour in the afternoon. You just got to be prepared to, Paul Christopher there. Hello, buddy. Welcome, mate. To go to TAFE, Pete, and do a language course. Yeah, look, I can remember years and years ago, and that's no joke. My first trip overseas, I planned 2 years before I left to go on that trip. And I remember buying Learn Thai course in a fold-out thing with cassette tapes. I don't know if anyone's here young enough to know what cassette tapes. They are tapes on plastic that go in a cassette player. Anyway, and I tried to learn Thai because one of my locations I was going to visit was Thailand. And I can still remember some of the words I learned from those cassette tapes. So, yeah. But that was a long time ago. That was my first trip overseas. That was my trip to Nepal on an Everest expedition. And that was fun. So Paul is, yes, we know Paul's in. Yes. Hello, Paul. David's saying hello to Paul. Missing the last 25 minutes. Been on the phone to my sister. We're back now. Oh, good one. David, welcome back. Did you miss anything? Not really. We talked about me doing modelling in Thailand, building model sand castles on the beach, which I think that's brilliant. That's one. That's good. That reminds me of, and we were just mentioning my first trip overseas to Nepal. One of the guys was a Canadian with us, and when we were on the trip heading out towards Everest, we went through a place called the Lopsi Valley, which is a glacier, and we came into a village, Lam Prabang. I can still remember the names of these places. It's incredible. And it was right in the border of Tibet. We actually crossed into Tibet for a part of it because we summited 2 mountains on the way, Renjo La and Gaikyo Rai. And anyway, while we're there, the Canadian guy built an igloo because obviously it was ice and snow. So he built an igloo And he actually spent the night in the igloo instead of in his tent. And it was amazing. But the amazing part was the locals had never seen an igloo before in their life. And the kids, the local Tibetan kids, who at that point hadn't even seen white people, Western foreigners, in their lifetime if they were under 7 years old, I think it was. That's how long it had been since anybody had been through that village in Tibet. And they saw this igloo and they were just amazed. And then he built a snowman as well. He did a snowman. It's just one of those things you'll never forget. So I could build a sandcastle. I'll consider that, a sandcastle on the beach in Ko Chang. Yeah. Bob's here. Hello, Bob. Welcome. And Sue. Is Sue here? Did I miss Sue? Sue's not here. Don't think so. Maybe. I hope not. Dominic says he's 38. 38 there. You're a youngster. No problem. The average modeler is quite old, aren't we? We need to get more young people into it. I know people like names slip in my mind. Jason and his kids, he's got them right into modelling and they're enjoying it. A lot of young people these days, we won't go into it, but they're all into the fast pace, no attention span. Modelling is just not there's no way you're gonna get a kid to sit down for half an hour to build a model. It's not going to happen. Wow, what's this? Laura says, when I was at school, we had to study French for 2 years. And I said to the teacher, why will I ever need this now? I've been living in France 22 years and still can't speak it. There you go. Wow. Yeah, when I was at school, we didn't have a choice of learning languages. Yeah, but I have to learn because I'm living in a small village, not a small village as in it's hard to compare the size. If most people in Thailand compare the size of villages, towns, and locations by the number of 7-Elevens. So, if, for instance, the village I'm going to be living in is a place called Song Sang. Okay, Song Sang. If you Google, you probably won't even find it. It has 3 7-Elevens, which is a reasonably small village. Okay, now they have everything there. You can go shops. There's no big major shopping centres at all, like Costco or the other big names. But they do have everything there. There's supermarkets there, local stuff. There's this local swimming pool, which you would have seen photos if you follow me on Facebook, which I'll be definitely going back to every day at that temperature. Everything you need there, but it's reasonably small. If you've been to Thailand and you've been to places like Hue Hin, there's a resort place, Pattaya, they're huge places, they're touristy. No tourists, and I can tell you that, no tourists go to Song Sang, all right? No tourists would even travel through. It's not really a stop anywhere to anywhere. Okay, the major place is almost an hour and a half drive north, a place called Korat. Korat is probably the biggest large place up there where they have the big, huge shopping centres. I think there may even be a small airport there. So, yeah. A Python fan. Monty Python, we talking? Yeah. What's this one? Hey, I can say things like your hovercraft has eels. Okay. Sounds like a ambulance, and it stopped somewhere outside. Let's not have another murder, hey? Remember that a couple of months back? Actually, I had the police contact me about that. They rang me about 3 weeks ago asking me to come in to give an interview if I could to the local police station. And I said, yeah, sure, I'll do that. But then they rang me later in the day and told me, not to bother, it's okay, they don't need to. I said, oh, okay, no worries. I think it's because they may have found there was a detective that came round visiting all the residents, asking if they saw or heard anything. And even though it happened right outside the window, I only heard things. I never actually saw it. I heard the yelling and carrying on, but yeah. But yeah, that one stopped out there, not out front, so pretty good. It's not a bad suburb here. Don't get the wrong idea. Then again, I am moving out of the country, aren't I? Yeah, yes, I know. Tell me about it. They tell me that when you understand, you know you've got a full grasp on a foreign language when you start dreaming in that language. I don't think I'll ever get to that point, but yeah. And Laura's 58 going on knackered. Yeah, yeah. I can feel that. Man, I'm just lazy, right? When I move over to Thailand full time, I'm going to start physical fitness. They've got there's a good gym over there. I've never been to gyms. I just doesn't interest me. I'm lazy. I drive a truck all day. I sit on my ass all day doing nothing. Sit at the model bench for hours doing nothing. I just lifting my arm as an effort. I get tweaks, what do they call it? Frozen shoulder. I'm getting tweaks and pains in this arm, and I just don't have no muscle mass. What I need to do is take up swimming. They've got a fantastic local swimming pool there, which is actually 3 swimming pools. So I will be making sure that wherever I live, it'll be close by to that, and I'll be there swimming. Definitely. That's the best form of fitness, all over body fitness. And you can progress yourself really well too, because you can go, right, I've done 1 lap, good start. And then maybe in a few months' time, I'll get 5 laps and just build it up. So it's like smoking. You quit smoking and you feel so much better. But anyway. Rally Car Miniatures. Hey, welcome, Chris. It's Monkey's fault, is it? Man, that's all right. That's all right. Look at this. You can't see my workbench. Look how clean it is. Look at that mat. Can you see? Look. Look at that. Look at that. Nothing there. Spotless mat there, mate. Right? Actually, I'm not building anything at the moment. So, there you go. Tron knows a little bit of French and he learnt some Russian. Very good. You don't see young ship modelers, eh? No, well, you don't see. Ships are not. They're not a popular thing, are they? Like cars would have to be the most popular. Then it moves on to military. They're the most popular things I find. Ship modelers, yeah, maybe it's just the size of them that puts people off. Then again, you can build 1/700 scale, so that shouldn't be an issue. Scale Model Moose, how are you, mate? Mr. Muse, welcome. Yes, Chris is in the house. What's this Jace saying? To be honest, the kids are not interested in the stuff model companies produce. They don't want to build a tank or ship from 80 to 100 years ago. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I think a lot of companies need to pick up their game a bit on the instructions and their websites. I just think that these big Trumpeter, Tamiya, not so much, Hasegawa, man, modernize, do your websites. People want to know what's in that box. It's great to look on the shelf and see, a pretty picture on the front of whatever the model is, but it's usually a representation of the model. It's not actually an image of what that model is going to be when it's finished, or it's a made-up image of the model in its diorama, in its wall background or whatever. And people want to know, like, what the sprues look like, what the instructions. We want to know what the instructions look like. I bought Hasegawa aircraft 72 scale. I opened up the box and that little thing, and I looked at those instructions, and I thought, wow, like, that's just crap. It's just no inspiration at all. It's just black and white drawings that no information, no detail. You don't know what the parts are. Doesn't tell you the names of anything. Nothing. You talk about some of the companies do a good job, but some just don't, and they haven't changed. Even Revell are a bit, just seem a bit 10, 15 years ago in their instructions. Airfix as well. Airfix, I just don't know. Who was this saying? Yeah, my kids must be odd then. Scott says, 57 here, doing great with 2 new knees and hiking mountains again between modelling and watching YouTube vids such as this. Oh, well, there you go. See, we can replace parts, so that's a good thing. Hey, I know it's getting on. I've been on for... I'm just going to start up a new subject, but it's getting on. I was going to mention AI. How about this AI, this artificial intelligence stuff? Hey? That's pretty scary. I've been listening to a few podcasts. That's pretty scary. Yeah, there is some great Japanese modelers who do some great work. Yeah, I follow quite a few of them. There's one who does a live. He does at least once a week. He does a live stream, and I think he builds remote control Tamiya cars. But it's still interesting to watch too. And I'm not kidding. There's like 600 people in his live chat. It is huge. And I just jump in there and say, hey guys, how are yous? G'day from Australia. And all of a sudden chat comes live. Like, oh, wow, check out someone from Australia. Yes. Oscar Modeler son, he says. Oscar Modeling son. Very good. But there are, yes. You hear the birds? Birds are waking up. A bit of light in the sky. Yeah, I know. They are, aren't they? I've got to tell you something. I heard an interesting fact about America. How's this, all right? The chances anywhere in America, the chances of you being killed, murdered by someone you don't know is way down there. Okay, I forget the statistics. It's really unlikely. You have a 50% chance of, if you're going to get murdered, by being murdered by somebody you know. Okay, whether it's a work colleague, a family member, somebody that you know that has a link to you, not just a random stranger. All right. Now, the thing I heard was that police over there having that statistic means that it is likely that if you're going to get murdered in America, all right, we're talking gun violence here, murdered with a gun, there's a 50% chance you will be murdered by a cop. How's that? There's a 50% chance that if you're going to be murdered by somebody with a gun in America, it will be a police officer. All right, and police officers over there have a right. There's some law in the Constitution, or there's something where they can possess your property. They can possess your property of a civilian for no reason at all. All right, they can take your property if they suspect your vehicle for something. They can take it. Anything you own, they can take. And police confiscation and what's the other word? Taking, when you take all that stuff, they repossess. Police repossess more items throughout the whole of America than what is actually stolen by criminals. Okay, so police, repossess and take more from the public than what is actually stolen by criminals. How's that? And another thing I heard too, off subject, if you're in a car and you get pulled up in America and you're with 3 or 4 friends in that car and they find drugs in that car, if one of those people don't own up, okay, to taking ownership for those drugs in that car, so say your mates gave you a lift somewhere because they're going that way or whatever, if that person doesn't own up to owning that drugs, you are all owners of those drugs and you will all be charged equally for possession. So think about that before you accept a lift in a car. There you go. Oh, America. Anyway, where are we? Get back on subject maybe. Everyone's saying hello. Everyone's saying hello. I'm going to be saying goodbye soon. TV Detective, was it Bluey? Oh, I don't remember. Aussie TV Detective, Bluey. I don't know. We had a series here that talked about the corruption. Well, we have plenty of corruption. We did have. Now you just don't know about it. But now we had lots of corruption. Probably was Bluey. I don't know. Blue Heelers was a well-known cop show here back in early days. Mind the tsunamis. I don't know. There haven't been any, have there? I don't watch the news. I don't think there has been any tsunamis for a while. They'd knock over my sandcastle, wouldn't they? Tagalong. I can't pronounce it, but Filipino, basically. Yeah, that's true. Another language that's easy to learn is Indonesian, because it's actually written in English. So it's English alphabet in Indonesian. So, and a lot of it's read and pronounced the way it's written. Makes a lot of difference. Whereas Thai, it's just squiggly worms. It's like reading and speaking, completely different. I have heard the best way to learn Thai is to learn to read it. So we'll see. It's a busy bench. That's true. That's true. There he is. He is there lurking. Hey, buddy. All good. All right. How we go? That is true. What's wrong with the ships on 200 scale? Accept new alternative. With ships 1/200 scale, accept new alternative. Yeah, possibly. You don't want to build anything bigger though, would you? Gosh. Oh, there. See, now you popped in and everybody's going to say hello to you, so that'll let me jump through. If model companies up their game, we won't need YouTube kit reviews. Good point. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Then again, we could have the AI, artificial intelligence. See, I'll just create a bot, the image that looks like me, and that can give a full kit review. I don't have to say a word. Have you tried this GPT? You can go onto your web browser, type it in, and bring it up, and type in there and ask a question. Oh, it's amazing stuff. I just put in there, who is Scalemodeling on YouTube, and it came up with everything about me, and it told like the whole description of my channel, what I do, the whole thing. It's like, wow, amazing. I have heard now, how's this for incredible with artificial intelligence? They put a person through an MRI machine and then asked them questions. And then they used an AI to record the questions being asked and then the person in the MRI would answer those questions, and the AI would record the answers. But the AI would also record the brain activity through the MRI, all the areas that were lighting up during the MRI while being asked and answering the questions, right? Then they went through about 50 different questions and then came back, and then they've gone through the artificial intelligence and gone back, and then they've asked the person to think about something but not say anything. Just think about words or a sentence. And through the AI learning stuff, it read the brain waves and activity happening and could tell and came out with a translation from the activity in the MRI of that person's brain what they were thinking, because it had learned the patterns that came from the original questions. How's that? And then they put a different person in the MRI machine and got the AI to do the same thing with a different person to read their activity, and it was completely gobbledygook, nothing. Like, it came out with words that made no sense whatsoever, complete babble, rubbish. And they've discovered that everybody's way of processing language is completely different. So people like mind readers if you could plug in and try and read someone's mind, everybody's mind is different. Everybody processes stuff differently. So you wouldn't be able to. So, they're talking about the future of lie detectors and so forth like that, but you have to do it for every individual person. It doesn't work one person for all, because all the brain activity for each individual word was completely different on each individual person. There you go. Fascinating. All right, back into it. Oh, and talking a lot today. Learn things on your own. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's just more work, though, isn't it? But yeah. No, yes, TACOM. Yeah, I've heard that they're not the best either. Okay. Fujimi for the turrets I did on Yamato, they weren't very good either. And even Trumpeter, they're not very clear. You'll see when you watch the video next week of doing the catapults. I'm looking at the instructions saying, right, you got to put this wheel here and this little piece here, and it looks like it's sitting on the edge of the scaffold of the catapult. But it's not until you actually get the instructions on a PDF file and zoom in, and you find that the arrows are actually pointing through the scaffold onto the base of it, and that's where the pieces go. So yeah, not always the best. Yeah, that's right. That would be right. Yes, mate. Thank you. All day, Peter. I have all day. I do have all day. I don't have to go to the embassy today. Did I mention I got my visa? All good. Yep. After the stream last Friday, went down, jumped on the train, headed into Sydney, into the city. Got up there, and I was in there for no more than 10 minutes and got my passport back. 90-day visa. All good. I got everything now. And the other day I went and got my international driver's license. So I won't be paying bribes when I get pulled over. Well, hopefully. It doesn't stop them trying. How are we going? Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Yes. Get over to Paul's live stream this weekend when the guys get on there and do their stream. That would be good. That's Plastic Monkey. We're just going to work. I'm going to go soon, so give you all a chance to say goodbye. I want to thank everybody. There's a heap of you came in today. That's great. 30 thumbs up. We hit that magic 30. Well done. That's good. 23 still watching now. Wow. Why? Go to bed. Hey, English people. 9:30. Going on 10 o'clock. You got to work tomorrow? It's only Friday tomorrow for you. Oh, look at that. Take your car if you commit a crime while using it or have a warrant on record. I know. Eh? And there's just so much wrong. It's police, like, there was something else I heard about warrants too. Police shouldn't be going out doing. A woman who had parking fines build up was the local council hired private investigators to recover the parking fines. The private investigators got the police to issue a warrant for her because of her parking fines. So the police showed up at her house, handcuffed her in front of her young children, took her out to the police station and questioned her and charged her for parking fines. You know, and they put her in a cell and told her she can't leave. She would be locked up until, what was it, so much per day, because she had to go to court, so they kept her in a cell. She went to court the next day, and she had to serve time in jail for a certain amount to cover the parking fine. So it was like, I don't know what she owed, but it was like 2 weeks. All right? Look how much that disrupts your life. All right, she didn't pay her parking fines. Why should the police get involved with that and do that in front of her children? You know, children were taken into child protection because there was no one there to look after them when she was taken to the police station. I think she lost her job because she couldn't go to work for 2 weeks because she was in jail. Just destroys your life. You know, unbelievable. Anyway. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh, it's all money, isn't it? It's all money. Later, Alex is going. Okay, sorry if I missed that. You're going. Jay's saying, people killed by gun crime in the US this year so far. 13 died from falling out of bed. Wow. People killed by terrorists. Yeah. Oh, yeah. 0 people killed by terrorists. Sorry. Yeah, well, that's right. You know. And anyway, like gun ownership over there, I don't know. How often does a civilian owning a gun, prevent a robbery or a death of somebody, a criminal? It's not, it's the police. Leave it to the police to do that. Maybe, I don't know. All right, thanks, mate. Good. Enjoy, pay your bills. That's right. Make sure you pay your bills. Don't want debt collectors coming at you. All right, going up, going down. Yeah, I know. I'll have a good teacher too, so that'll help. You know, most people in the small town I'll be living in don't speak English, other than the foreigners like myself that live there. But you know, but people respect you more if you make an effort and you try to speak their language. Because I'll be living there, I want to get along with the locals. Jerry's going. Go water the plants. Good on you, mate. Cheers. Everyone's saying good night. Good. Yeah, 2 steps. That's true, isn't it? Hey, Zen. You're coming in just as I'm about to go. Sorry, dude. Okay. Everyone's going to say goodbye. Say goodnight to everybody. Yes. Thank you all for coming in. It's great. Have a good night. Have a good weekend when it gets to you. And don't forget, next week, Yamato coming out will be the last video for over a month as I'll be away. But there is a reveal where I'll show it all complete other than the weathering and the rigging. All right, so you'll see all of that, and I'll finish off the catapults in that video as well. Then we have the Outlaw Paints interview. That's coming up next week. And then in its place next Tuesday, rather than the Yamato series build, you'll see this unboxing, just a short video unboxing that. I'll be talking about that and the guys on Facebook with the group over in Thailand that are crazy on those Honda motorcycle bikes. All right, cheers all, have a good one, and I'll try to be here next Friday. I'll see. I got visitors, my father coming, don't want to wake them up. I'll let you know what will happen. But there's definitely live Friday on the 26th of May when I'm flying out. Definitely. Okay, guys, have a good one. And yeah, exit video. There it is. All right. Bye. See you all. Thank you.